Yeah, guys, there's a lot of changes, as you mentioned, down here in pit lane. Chaz Mostert went out on a new rear used front, also put a whole of rear wing, put more on. Same with Anton, almost identical. JC and Lee Holsworth went out on a full, Lee Holsworth went out on a full set of fresh Dunlops. James Courtney went out on used front, new rears.
That's Craig. For the update, 1.5 minutes remain in the session now. Anton's working pretty hard here at the moment. 21.8 was his first sector splits, about 3/10 shy of what McLaughlin did.
I reckon we should get, now that McLaughlin's done that lap, certainly this is the best form go we've had all weekend, but we should also get Loudsey or Lucko to try to clarify for us. But I reckon he's used 2 sets in that session, hasn't he? So in terms of number of tyres, yes, but I wouldn't be surprised, given his emphasis on qualifying, that he might have even used one of his sets of real tyres, the 5 sets that they've got, because you would think that 2 sets of tyres is, whoa, that, no way could you get any closer, could you? That was a great bit of driving by Anton De Pasquale coming out of turn 2 there. It's as wide as you could possibly be without wiping the thing down the wall. LeBrock now comes up 11 spots, so does Alex Davison. They go into 7th and 8th. On board now with
control to pit exit, 30 seconds.
Mostert. Mostert does a 12.46, so he's slightly faster. What's Whincup got for us? Nothing, 12.77.
James Courtney's on target to improve on his numbers here as well. So is Lee Holdsworth. Here is James. Doesn't totally convince me under brakes at the moment.
Not at all.
It's not quite right, is it, for whatever reason?
3.
He gets to the flag and leaps up a heap of spots into position number 3. So 12.4, it can't be too bad. But there are just a couple of shots that we've taken where it's probably not quite to his liking under brakes. Fullwood now moves into the 10 as well. He's 7th. Macaulay Jones gets up to 11th. Alex Davison does an overrun. Cam Waters to the top on a 12.3. So continues to build on the platform created last week.
Roddy Max 12.34, Delta 12.33.
Excellent.
Nice work there, mate. Nice work.
Excellent job.
Look at the number, Mark. So it's 0.0029 is the gap between Waters and McLaughlin. So he was a big threat last week. He went out there today in search of microseconds. That was all they needed. And it would seem on those numbers as though they may have found some. Now this is interesting as well, what Shane got for us.
These are on green tyres, so brand new Dunlops for this run for Van Gisbergen. What to do? Comes up 6 spots, up to 9th, but a 12.66. How are the margins? 29 ten-thousandths of a second between Waters and McLaughlin. Mostert, the massive margin of 0.12 behind. Courtney 0.13, Whincup 0.16, Holdsworth 0.16. 6 cars within 0.16 of a second.
So there is the story for you at the end of practice number 2. And look at those numbers that Mark was running through there. You go all the way back to position number 6 before it moves beyond 1/10 of a second. That is pretty crazy. Jack LeBrock heading up the next group of cars. Alex Davison, nice work. So too Macaulay Jones, Anton De Pasquale and Fabian down the order a little bit together with David Reynolds. And then Scott Pye in 21st position. Jake Kostecki is 24th, 1.1 seconds adrift. But very impressive speed between Waters and McLaughlin. Tiny margin. 2 1,000ths of a second is all that separated them at the end of it.